I represent the Health Policy Center, Institute for Health Research and Policy, University of Illinois at Chicago. I am here to discuss some of the findings of policy interventions regarding obesity, and I would like to make 6 points and one plea. First, as prices of unhealthy foods and beverages increase, consumption of them decreases. Numerous studies demonstrate that changes in the relative prices of food and beverages leads to changes in how people consume them. For example, several of these studies have estimated that a 10% increase in the price of sugar-sweetened beverages could reduce consumption of them by 8 to 11%. 2, as the relative prices of unhealthy foods increase compared with the prices of healthy foods, weight levels decrease. A small but growing body of national research indicates that higher prices of unhealthy foods and beverages versus healthy ones are associated with reductions in BMI and the prevalence of overweight and obesity. For example, one study found that 10% increase in the price of fast food was associated with a nearly 6% reduction in the prevalence of adolescent obesity. 3, children and adolescents, lower income populations, and those already overweight are potentially most responsive to changes in the relative price of foods and beverages. Emerging research on the impact of food prices on weight and obesity indicates that weight levels for youths, lower income populations, and those who have already elevated BMIs are more strongly associated with food and beverage prices than are those of older, healthier weight, higher income populations. For example, one study found that the BMI of children living below the federal poverty level was about 50% more sensitive to fruit and vegetable pricing than was the BMI of higher income children. Another example, another study showed that the BMI of adolescents who are already overweight were substantially more sensitive to fast food prices compared to normal weight youth, meaning evidence is emerging on associations between taxes and weight outcomes. 2 recent studies examined the link between state sugar-sweetened beverage taxes and weight, and provided only weak evidence that existing relatively modest taxes, the average for all states is only 3.4%, are associated with adolescent and adult weight levels. These findings are consistent with the growing research on food prices and weight that suggests that sizable changes in the relative prices of healthier foods compared with less healthy foods are required to significantly change BMIs. 5, current taxes rates on food and beverages is low. One recent study examining state taxation on soft drinks, candy, chips, and other snack foods that found while few states impose excise taxes on these products, many disfavor them under their sales tax system by taxing them at higher rates than other foods. However, those rates are still incredibly small. Lastly, tax revenue raised from sugar-sweetened beverages. Thank you.